Hello, welcome back to the VDC space. So today we're gonna be modeling an adaptive bridge abutment in Revit. So we're gonna use metric generic model adaptive, and yeah, that's it. So before I get started, I would like to ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel, like and share. And if you are new, please subscribe. If you already subscribed, hit the notification button because I upload BIM modeling tutorials 3 times every week. I cover different topics, as you can see on my playlist. Now, without further ado, we can start with our project. So, you're gonna open up a new metric generic adaptive environment. Okay, so the first thing is I'm just gonna go to the reference level. And on the reference level, I'm gonna place 2 points. So I'm gonna place another point right there. So this point, I'm gonna offset it by, let's make it 8,000 millimeters. And from there, I'm gonna select the 2 points. I'm gonna make them adaptive. And after that, I'm gonna place a reference line. Make sure you check the 3D snapping, and then you're going to place it using these two adaptive points. All right, so after this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my reference plane and select the top of uh, my reference line. So if I move it like this, as you can see, this is what it does. Okay, so after this, I think we can model our geometry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up a new adaptive family template. So I'm going to go to metric generic model adaptive and say open. Okay, so I'm going to go to the reference level, place two reference lines, one on each side, and I'm going to offset them by 8,000 millimeters on each side. So 8,000 that side, 8,000 that side. Okay, so I'm gonna place another reference plane. So I'm gonna place one right there. So this one, I'm gonna offset it by, let's make it 3,000 millimeters. And I'm just gonna copy another one to the other side. And this one is gonna be, let's make it 8,000 millimeters. Okay. So after this, I'm gonna go to the left elevation. So on the left elevation, I'm gonna place another reference plane horizontally. So the first one will be like this. This is gonna be for our base. So our base, I'm gonna make it 3,000 millimeters. I'm gonna select another one. I'm gonna copy this one and make it 4.5. I think it's fine. And for our head wall, it's gonna be let's make it 3,000 millimeters. Yeah. So this is what we have basically. So I'm gonna go back to my reference level, and then I'm just gonna draw my lines. So I'm just gonna uncheck 3D snapping in this instance. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place my base right there. So it's gonna be like this, but I'm just gonna extend it. So I'm gonna offset it from this reference plane by 1.5. Do the same thing this side. I'm just gonna drag it, offset it by 1.5, and then this line also. So this one I'm gonna make it 4,000 millimeters, and then this side. Okay, let's just offset this side by 1.5, and then from this reference plane also 1.5. Okay, so you're gonna select this, create a form, go to the left elevation, and then you're gonna drag it towards this point. So I think the base of this, we can reduce it. I'm gonna make it 2,000 millimeters. So I'm just gonna select the top of this and drag it down. So it's gonna be 2,000 millimeters. All right, so after this, I'm gonna go to the front elevation, and I'm gonna select my line, and what I'm gonna do is Okay, I'm gonna select this reference plane, rename it, make it A, go back to the front elevation, select this line, set my reference to reference plane A. And then place it, I'm gonna place my vertical line at 4,000. Okay, let's make it 4.5. And then diagonally, I'm gonna drag it towards the top at 3 degrees. 3 degrees, I think it's fine. So I'm gonna select these two lines and mirror pickaxes, mirror it towards the other side. And then I'm going to draw another line joining them like this. So to the 3D view, I'm going to select this line, this profile, create my form, and then I'm just going to drag this form and select the back face. And I'm just going to drag it towards this reference plane. And then this face, I'm going to drag it towards that first reference plane. So if I go to the left elevation just to show you how it looks, this is how it looks. So yeah, this is what we have. But I think this is not thick enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drag this towards the end. So it's gonna be 4.5. All right. So after this, we're gonna model our head wall. So I'm gonna go to the front elevation, select my line, and then from this point, I'm gonna take this to the top by let's say 3,000 millimeters. And then I'm gonna place it diagonally like this at 3 degrees. Select these two lines, mirror pickaxes, mirror it towards the other side, select my line and then place it like that. Okay, select this line, go to the 3D view and then create my form. So I'm gonna drag this face towards the end, place it like that, select this face and then drag it backwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the thickness of this. So I'm going to make it 400 millimeters. So this is how it looks. Right. So after this, we're going to have to model our sitting beam. So for our sitting beam, it's going to be very much different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the front elevation and I think we can do this. So I'm going to rename my reference planes. So I'm going to name this one. And then this one, it's center, it's fine. And then this one is going to be 2. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the left elevation. So in the left elevation, I'm going to select my line, set my reference to reference plane 1 and say OK. From this instance, I'm going to draw my sitting beam profile. It looks like a cobble. So I'm going to place my profile like this at 400 millimeters, take this down by, let's say, 300, and then diagonally, and I'm going to place it like that. Okay, so obviously I'm going to have to join it. So I'm going to join it like this. All right, so the next thing is I'm going to select my line again, but this time I'm going to set my reference to reference plane center front or back and say okay. Okay, no, that's not going to work. So let me go to the center. No, I'm going to back to the left elevation. I'm going to say line and then set my reference. I'm going to set it to reference plane center left or right and say okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say pick lines. Pick lines, and then I'm going to select this profile, and then this one I'm just going to drag it up. So I'm going to move it up by 300 millimeters. All right, so this one I'm going to select it, go to the front elevation, mirror pickaxes, and then mirror it towards the other side. So, okay, that doesn't work. So I'm going to select one and say under host, I'm going to drop this down and select the reference plane 2, and then it's going to be copied to the other side. So, okay, let's see what happens. So I'm going to say pick lines again, set my reference to reference plane 2, and I'm just going to say pick lines, pick lines, pick lines, and then it's going to be placed at the other side. Okay, so after this, I think this one, we're going to have to drag it up. So if I go to the left elevation, okay, this doesn't look good. So let's just remove this. I think we're going to do this. Pick lines, set my reference to reference plane 1, and then I'm just gonna say pick lines, pick lines, pick lines, and then reference plane 2, and then I'm gonna say pick lines, pick lines, pick lines, pick lines. You get the idea. So this one I'm gonna select it, go to the left elevation, and then I'm just gonna drag it up by 300 millimeters. So if I go to the 3D view, this is how it looks, and I'm just gonna select these three profiles, and then I'm just gonna create my form. So we can create the form. We're gonna do this, pick lines, set my reference plane to reference plane center, left or right, and then pick lines. So I'm gonna select it. It's a one profile now. So I think it's gonna create form. So let me just offset it by 300 millimeters. Go to the 3D view, select the three profiles, create my form. Okay, so this is how it looks, but it's curving, so I don't want that. So I'm just gonna do this and then do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna select this one and this one and then create my form. So this is what we have. Okay, so after this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna model our last item, which is the ear wings. So I'm gonna go to the left elevation. It's gonna be easy for this one. You're gonna select your model lines, set your reference plane to, I think, left or right, it's fine. And then you can start from this point and then take it to, you're gonna take it to the left by, let's say, 9,000 millimeters, take it down by 2,000 millimeters, and then you can bring it down by at 45 degrees towards that point and then place it like that. And obviously you're gonna have to join it this side, and you're gonna select it, go to the 3D view and create your form. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna align it towards this side and then select this face and change the thickness to 300. No, not 300. Let's change it to 750. Yeah, I think 750 millimeters is fine. So I'm going to select this form, go to the front elevation, mirror pick axis, mirror it towards the other side. And this is how it looks. So I'm going to select the face of our base, and then I'm just going to drag it towards, I'm going to attach it towards this reference plane. And this is how it looks. Let's see on the left elevation, this is what we have. Okay, so the last thing we can do is I'm just gonna change this to concrete in terms of material. So I'm gonna select the whole thing, filter, check none, metric generic models. Under materials, I'm gonna type in concrete, and if I scroll down, we're gonna go with concrete cast in situ. I'm gonna load it in, apply, and then OK. Change this to realistic, and this is how it looks. Okay, yeah, so that's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna load it in into that adaptive family environment, and I'm just gonna place it like this. So let me set this to wireframe. I just wanna see something. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this and say pick new host and then work plane. Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna say set my work plane. I'm gonna select the front face of my reference line, and then I'm gonna place my component right there. And if I select this, move it like that, this is what it does. So it's gonna swing like this. Okay. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna upload this file on my Patreon. I haven't been updating my Patreon as of late, but I will make sure to do that. So I hope you guys followed this. What you're gonna do is to make it swing, set, and then press tab until the front face of your reference line is highlighted, and then you're gonna select it, and then you can place your family. Then after that, it's gonna allow you to swing it around like this. All right. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is the bridge abutment we did, and I hope you enjoyed it. And definitely, I will see you on the next tutorial. If you want more exclusive content and much more interesting projects, please subscribe to my membership. You can join it, link in the description. And if you want these project files, you can join my Patreon. Um, you can join my Patreon. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next tutorial. Peace.